hands ripped and bound. Oh, but if I leave, then it won't be long till the silence tears at my heart. I am not that strong.
And welcome back to WoozyFly.com's Live at the Loft. I'm your host, Justin Kutcher. We're here with Charley Orlando. And Charley, that was awesome.
Thanks.
A lot of fun listening to you play. I've got so many questions for you.
Hope I got the answers.
I hope so too. But really, one thing I noticed is that you played a lot of solos. And you don't really see that too often anymore, where, especially when you're a solo artist playing a solo on the guitar. I love it. I'm wondering why you chose to do that with your songs.
I like to leave space. And you know, they're kind of more, in my mind anyway, they're kind of more like breaks in the song than they are solos. When I play with my band, then I, you know, flick on the electric and play a real solo.
Really?
But yeah, I just kind of like to leave space and air between the lyrics and let people kind of digest.
When you're playing live in front of a live audience, are you just going crazy with those solos? Are you extending them? Are you shortening them? Or is it just improvising altogether?
It all depends. It depends on who, like how the vibe is in the room. It depends on how I'm feeling that night. Sometimes it could go forever, and sometimes I just kind of take the song the way it is, and sometimes I change the lyrics. Sometimes I add a verse. Sometimes I change it completely. So it's kind of whatever I feel like doing. Basically.
Do you ever confuse yourself?
All the time.
Really?
Yep.
So it is true. So sometimes you'll just make up words because you're just confused at what's going on.
It's not necessarily confused, but like I'll kind of mentally stutter, and that no one knows that, and most people who come to see me that do know my stuff know that I do that. So they kind of, you know, accept the fact that I may change the song and they're singing along, and then I change it, and then they're like not singing along anymore.
Ride on to the morning till dawn's light touches hand.
As far as you're concerned, you've played for a long time, but you played in bands for a long time. What made you go the solo route?
Got tired of compromising, I guess. No, I don't know. I've always played solo, and I kind of started off playing solo. And I love playing with other people. I love the interaction. I love how things can escalate musically when you have other people around you. I went solo just because I just wanted to play what I wanted to play, and everything that I write, I play. And they either stick or they don't. So, you know, I have hundreds of songs, and when I write them, I play them out. And if I get a reaction or I feel good about it and it keeps evolving, I keep it in rotation.
Okay. So of all these songs that you played here for us tonight, which I liked all of them,
Thanks.
But which would you say is your favorite?
Tough. Different every time. I've been really into Can't Shake the Cold lately.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about the French Poet with the harmonica?
I love that tune. It's that tune actually is kind of special for me. This may sound weird, and it does sound weird to most people. But when I write, I'm sort of like, I'm a channeler. Like, I don't necessarily sit down and think in my own head, okay, these are the words I'm going to write. I just sit down and I start doing it. And sometimes I get like, stuff comes through me to write that I would never write. French Poet's one of those tunes. And I found out through like hypnotherapy and different things, like in a metaphysical sense, that I was being channeled by Marcel Proust. Do you know who Marcel Proust is?
I can honestly say I do not.
Okay, most people don't. But in France, he's known like Charles Dickens is.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He's one of their best writers. And so I had the opportunity of him writing through me for that song. And it was kind of, I wondered where it came from because I don't write lyrics like that. I never have. And they didn't really make too much sense to me, so. But I guess it doesn't have to make sense to me.
Wow, so we just got really, really deep here on WoozyFly.com.
Yes, we did.
Let's take a breath. Okay, but with that song, you play the harmonica and you play the guitar at the same time.
Right.
I wonder, how difficult is it to do both? I mean, you're not concentrating on one. Is it just second nature?
Yeah, yeah. I'm not very good at the harmonica. I just like to do it because it's something different than what I do with other songs. And You know, I've heard other people play it, and no one really does it that great in the folk world.
Right.
You know, people like Jerry Portnoy and blues players, like, they're real harmonica players. You know, the guy who plays with Willie Nelson, real harmonica player. But a lot of people in the folk world just use it as something to get from one verse to another, or at least that's the way I perceive it.
All right, well, you said to me before that you played in bands traveling across the country, across the world.
Not the world, yeah.
Not the world.
North America.
Okay, North America. So, with all the travels that you've made, I always like to ask the performers for good stories. What's a great story that happened to you while you're on the road?
I can't tell most of them. I can't have them on tape.
How are the groupies? We all want to know how the groupies were.
That's another thing you really just don't talk about. Because it exists, you know. Living on the road is a lifestyle, you know what I mean? And it's like, you adhere to not many rules. You sleep when you can, you drive when you have to, and your life consists of wake up, drive, unload, play the show, pack up, sleep if you can, or hop in the van and drive more. And it just like, it kind of spins you around backwards.
Yeah.
And I did that for 10 years straight, and 250 shows a year in 45 states, Mexico, Canada, and, you know, and it just got done with those 10 years and was like, all right, I need to quit, do something different.
And that's when you became a solo artist.
That's when I became a solo artist.
And how do you feel about the decision that you made?
Wonderful. Wonderful. Love it. Actually getting married on Friday. So my whole life is kind of
Congratulations.
changed. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you get word that you're up for another Grammy, possibly, and that you're getting married on Friday.
Getting married on Friday.
It's a pretty good week.
It's a great week.
And you performed here on woozyfly.com.
And I performed here, yeah.
Things can't get much better for this guy right here.
As long as I get out of New York City, okay, everything will be great.
So where are you living now? Are you living in New York City, or are you living
No,
elsewhere?
I live in Syracuse, New York.
Oh, okay. So it's about the snow up there.
It's about the cold. Last winter, it wasn't so much about the snow, but it's cold up there, yeah.
Good thing you're getting married before it gets really cold. All right, well, Charlie, really, it was a lot of fun having you here. It was a great performance. Really appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Good luck on the wedding and on the Grammy. We hope you get one.
Man. Me too.
He is Charlie Orlando. I'm Justin Kutcher. Thank you so much for joining us here on woozyfly.com's Live at the Loft. And remember, woozyfly.com, create your own buzz.